between a pair of AAC squads. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
The Chanticleers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Going up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. After the incompletion, it's second down. It's a draw. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Moves away as he feels pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. The run from the shotgun. Dances away from 1. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So SMU's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Makes the catch. It's Van Dyke. The Chanticleers want to pick up the tempo. On third down, he drops to throw, using his feet to buy time. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. And the Chanticleers decide to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown Mustangs. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And the returner goes down. First down here for the offense. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Right back to the well. Runs through the tackle. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Quick release by the QB. And And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The shot that clears will line up to punt it away. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll throw it on first down. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Looking to pass, it's Hatchett. Those two not on the same page, it's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's open. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a
Touchdown, SMU! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And the shot to clear is headed quickly to the line.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They'll run it from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. The shot that clears are stopped, but not before getting the first down. They want to get this defense on its heels. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harris. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly, and he's through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Coastal!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Offense getting set for first down. He'll start this drive firing, getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, SMU.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Now adjusting. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. On the option. He'll toss it. Breaks the tackle. The Chanticleers will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Now on second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking downfield, it's Hatchett. He's got his man. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the shot to clears will boot it away to start the second half.
17, Coastal Carolina.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Mustangs! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score SMU 24, Coastal Carolina.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The shot to clears will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive really productive, David, wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Hatchett coming after it. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem, and QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Leaves it with the running back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's into the open down the middle. The 20, 10, and he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
24, Coastal Carolina.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
From the gun to give, looking for room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, SMU. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Coastal Carolina, 17.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They'll try the run. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the shot to clears will hustle to the line. Fires to the tight end. Right down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, shot to clear.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
31, Coastal Carolina.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The short hands, it's Coffee. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Give to the back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Chanticleers moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Grabbed in the middle, it's Van Dyke. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Chanticleers will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few 1st downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a 1st down.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The Mustangs are on the move. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs! They They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't.
And they got him for the sack. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Looking left. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Going for the big play. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, SMU. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Houston had an impressive showing at home today. And I know the fans there in Clutch City are ready for hoops. But pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron, too, people. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Turns it loose. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Mustangs. And the stomping has commenced. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And the extra point is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. After this, it'll be a wrap. On second down, they'll take to the air. They're trying to get to it. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways